What's a legendary Reddit post you'll never forget? The one account that would reply with well-written comments, and at the end would go off about how it reminds him of a time when he almost beat his son to death with jumper cables. Then the other account played the son, who would also reply and end up mentioning his father and the jumper cables. Edit: if anyone knows the dad account, it would be much appreciated.
Along those lines, Hell in a Cell.
u/RogerSimon10. Last comment 10 years ago.
I didn't even realize I missed them until you posted this, haha. Honestly, reading a 100% serious comment just to get to that part always made my day so much better. It's a toss-up between the coconut story and the stuck cylinder.
Oh my god, I just read the coconut one yesterday. It made me wish I could rinse my eyes in holy water after reading it.
I can't believe I forgot about the coconut story. I remember opening the cylinder thread when it was about 2 hours old and already exploding, just laughing so hard at this poor kid, trying so hard to dodge, admitting his dick was in there. You must surrender yourself, mind, body, and soul to the gaycation or be destroyed. This guy kept taking what looked like impossible photos and then kept taking more ridiculous photos based on what people said to him in the comments. I wish I had a link. I'm not explaining it properly. The guy whose girlfriend admitted that she doesn't like the song he'd been playing during sex for 2 years. The song sounded like a balloon and 3D printer going at it. And she knew he was still doing it to the beat in his head and got mad at him. That thread was hilarious.
I'm so surprised this isn't higher. It was so universal. I can literally still hear the song, and I'm still baffled at how that was pleasurable in any sense of the word.
The start of the song is not even that bad at all, but once you get to the main part, it's like dog vomit. I'm still waiting to find out what was in the safe. This is the one that got me to make my account. I was just lurking for a year or more, but I needed to have the option to save so I could keep up with the safe saga. 12 years ago. Not just the post, but a series. The guy who always managed to segue into the fact that in 1998, The Undertaker threw mankind off Hell in a Cell and he plummeted 16 feet through an announcer's table. The guy who got punched out and while unconscious, dreamed that he had a whole different life, got married, had kids, and one day it all unraveled and he came back to reality. And was depressed because he missed his imaginary wife and kids. He's taking Roy off the grid. Roy has no social security number. This has happened to me, just in a dream, but I was a man instead of a woman. I had kids, and my dream mother lived with me and was an old woman, a whole life. Then I woke up that morning and was me, and felt weird for several days. That one guy who has custody of his kid, mom wanted no kid, so she signed her parental rights away and pays child support. Then the guy complained, asking how he can get the judge to force her to look after the kid. I've always wanted an update on that one. The person who thought someone was breaking into their apartment, but really, they had a carbon monoxide leak. Can't believe how far I had to scroll to see this. That post is permanently ingrained in my memory to highlight the seriousness of carbon monoxide poisoning, and I've been a big advocate for carbon monoxide detectors ever since. Not one I've heard of. Why did they think that? Was the carbon monoxide causing them to hallucinate or to forget things? Yup, that was a wild roller coaster of sounding like nonsense, then schizophrenia, then a plausible but far out theory, then the guy being like, holy shit, that's it, then informative and great safety caution for everyone. That time /UEA community team posted something so universally disliked that the site collectively pushed that comment into downvote hell. One of the best comments ever when someone just commented the exact post but with a money bag between every word. This comment is so legendary that my friend, who now works at EA, brought it up in her interview. I completely forgot about that. So I decided to look up the comment, and I was, in fact, one of the people who downvoted it however many years ago. Ah, yes, a sense of pride and accomplishment. The guy whose girlfriend wanted him to talk dirty? So he called her an R-word. I forgot about that also. I laughed so hard I cried. I remember trying to read that post to a coworker, and I couldn't even get all the way through it. I was gasping for air. I remember this story, and for the longest time after, me and my boyfriend would randomly say it during sex. You like that? You effing are. I still remember one of the original comments under that story calling his girlfriend a slug and just losing it completely. The boyfriend was going for slag, thought it a bit strong, tried changing it to slut at the last minute, and came out with slug. So hilariously human, it broke me. The dude that ate an entire 6-foot party sub and asked if he was an asshole for doing it at a party. I went into that thread thinking, no way he's the asshole. And yeah, turns out it is possible to be the asshole for eating too much sandwich. Yes, this is mine too. I always say the one where the guy ate too much sandwich. Hey, he only ate half of those 6 feet. Putting Descartes before the whores might be the most clever thing I've ever read.
Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. It really helps. Subscribe for more and tap the bell so you don't miss the next one.